Hey guys, welcome to Selenium training once again. This is Naveen here. Guys, very quick video. I just would like to share one knowledge with you guys that it's a part of the Selenium interview questions only, but it's a little bit different. Guys, the most important thing is that how will you explain about yourself? How will you explain about your project? And how will you explain about your experience summary? And let's see if you have 5 years experience or 8 years of experience, and how will you justify your Selenium experience and automation experience at the time of interview? Because these things matters a lot, right, guys? You are spending initial 5-10 minutes, right? Matters a lot. Initial 5-10 minutes will give you will create such kind of impression on the interviewer that will be the deciding factor. That either you are performing well, and how exactly kind of question they will be asking. The interview panel will be asking at the time of interview. So initial 5-10 minutes very important, and you have to be very smart in that case, and you have to practice a lot. Okay, before going to the interview. Most of the candidates I reject because of the first impression is the last impression, right? The way they are explaining about their project and the way they are explaining about their other things like technical summary and experience and everything, it's quite like not that impressive. So at the time of a telephonic interview, it matters a lot, right? And obviously, once your hiring manager or director or QA director, these kind of senior people, they are taking interviews, definitely, you have to create such kind of impression that, okay, yes, you are the right candidate for this profile. Okay, so quickly, just let me show you some tricks that how exactly you can impress, okay, the interviewer. So, couple of questions that generally we have seen that, okay, tell me about yourself or your experience summary, explain about your current project roles, your roles and responsibility, okay, throughout your project and the previous projects also you have to explain. Guys, the first question is that, okay, let's see, I'm the candidate and someone is asking, okay, Naveen, tell me about yourself. So first of all, just hey, hello, how are you? Just be normal. Don't be so much formal that, okay, just a little bit casuality is important. Okay, because in IT world, casualty is very important, guys. Don't be so much formal that, okay, good morning, sir. Don't call sir or ma'am or something like that. And greet properly, good morning and good evening, and okay, whatever that the time is going, I mean, according to the time. The first question they will ask, okay, Naveen, tell me about yourself. Okay, so let's see, I'm having around 5 years experience or 8 years experience, guy. So you have to start like that, guys. Hey, hi, this is Naveen here. I'm having around 8+ years of experience into IT, and it's totally into QA. Okay, but from last 5 to 6 years, I'm totally majorly involved into automation activities. But it's not like that I'm not doing any manual testing, but equally I'm doing, but majorly I'm doing manual automation testing. I would say that it's 70-80% into automation and 20-30% into manual testing. I'm pretty much comfortable although with manual testing also, writing the test cases and designing the test cases, bug life cycle, defect life cycle, and test preparation, test plan, and everything. So, guys, the problem with automation engineers that they forget about they are manual testers also. They have to do sometimes manual testing also, and they are focusing so much on 100% on automation. Don't say that I'm doing 100% automation. Okay, it's a negative impression. It says that, okay, you are not interested in manual testing, and you are not interested in functional, and you are not good in manual testing. Okay, so don't say that, okay, 100% automation or 90% automation. Just say that yes, 70-80% or 60-70% I'm doing automation, and I'm also involved into functional testing and manual testing also. Functional and manual testing both are same. Okay, and apart after that, this line, now whatever the tools and technologies you are aware about it, just explain, just tell all these tools and technologies. Okay, quickly. So I'm having 8+ years of experience, but from last 4 to 5 years, majorly I'm into automation. And with respect to automation, I'm having very good exposure on different automation tools and technologies. Like I'm pretty much comfortable with open source as well as license-based technologies also. I started my career with QTP. If you are aware about QTP, you can mention about QTP also. Then you can say, but from last 4 to 5 years, majorly I'm inclined towards open source technologies like Selenium, JMeter, okay, API automation by REST assured or HTTP client, and these kind of tools and technologies I've been using. I'm having very good exposure on designing the framework from the scratch, guys. Again, if you are 4 5 years experience guy, or 4 plus or 5 plus years experience guy, or 8 to 10 years experience guy, you have to tell this line that yes, I'm having around yeah, I'm pretty much comfortable with designing the framework from the scratch. Okay, as well as I can work upon the existing framework also, because you never know, once you join some company, ABC company, that framework is already designed over there, framework is already available over there. So don't say that okay, no, I'll design everything from the scratch. No, yeah, I'm pretty much comfortable with the working on the existing framework also. It shows your debugging skills, that you can debug the code and you can check that okay, these are the things I can improve and I can change in this particular code, right? I can work upon the existing framework also. Some companies, let's say some startup is there, or some new company is there, some product company that okay, new projects are there and they want to start the automation process. Same time you can say that, but I'm pretty much comfortable with designing the framework from the scratch. After that, what you have to say, guys, I'm pretty much comfortable with different automation framework approaches like data driven, keyword driven, hybrid frameworks. Very good exposure on page object model also with respect to Selenium. And recently I'm using, just tell what exactly the component you're using. Although I started my career with Selenium RC, but from last 4 years I'm using, or 3 years I'm using Selenium WebDriver. And the latest version of Selenium WebDriver I'm using 3.7.0. So it shows that okay, yes, you are aware about that latest version is 3.7. Let's say tomorrow your interview is there, and today or maybe in the last week, because Selenium releases are coming in every month, so you can say that okay, yes, I was working with 3.7 and 3.6 or 3.5 or whatever, or next maybe 3.8 after 1 month, like that. Okay, so explain like that. So I'm currently working with Selenium WebDriver component. I'm pretty much comfortable with all the components of Selenium, although Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. But majorly, I don't prefer Selenium RC to use because it's totally gone from the market. And I'm using Selenium WebDriver, that is 3.7.0. And I'm pretty much comfortable with Selenium 2 also, that is for 2.53 and before 2.53 versions. And my most preferred language is Java always, although I'm having some basic knowledge on Python as well as JavaScript and Ruby also with the Selenium. But most of the time, I've been using Selenium WebDriver with Java. Okay. After that, you have to say that I'm pretty much comfortable with Selenium Grid as well. And I'm having very good exposure. Say this line, I'm having very good exposure or hands on experience with TDD frameworks like JUnit and TestNG. Very good exposure on different BDD frameworks tools like Cucumber and JBehave, okay, and RSpec. Very good exposure on different CI tools and technologies like Jenkins, Maven. Very good exposure on build automation tools like Ant and Maven. Good exposure on CI tools like Jenkins, Bamboo, TeamCity, Hudson. Okay, if you are aware about it. If you are aware about Jenkins, then simple say that Jenkins. Okay, like that. I'm pretty much comfortable with designing the framework and designing the components of the framework, okay, end to end. Don't explain each and every component in the summary, I mean in the introduction part. Just tell the tools and the technologies and the approaches that we have followed. That's it. Okay. Now they will tell you, okay, tell me about your project roles and responsibility. Guys, always remember this is a very important question, that what exactly currently you are doing in your project. Okay, what exactly currently you're doing in your project. So don't explain about your project, that I'm working with Flipkart or I'm working with Amazon. Okay, my project is this is the module in my project, and this is the business module in this project, and this is the payment page. Nobody gives a shit about your project. If I'm an interviewer, I'm not bothered about what exactly okay the project is all about, what are the different pages are there, and these kind of things. No need to explain. Don't explain any, that okay, this project does okay, we have these kind of payments, and these kind of payments we are integrating with these things and all those things. No, no, that's your business. That's your business project, the business of that particular project. So don't explain all these things. Interviewers, they don't want to spend, and they are very also like, hurry burry about it, that okay, they don't want to hear these things. They want to hear about the technical role. Okay, so don't explain about the project. Just simple say that okay, yes, Flipkart is, as we know, that it's an e-commerce company, and we have these kind of projects. We have a couple of web applications, web portals, and we have backend system also. Like that, you can explain. And then roles and responsibility. So roles and responsibility wise, obviously, guys, the most important thing that you have to tell that okay, what are the different roles you are performing. So I'm performing as a senior automation QA engineer. I'm performing as an automation lead, automation manager, or maybe simple automation engineer or QA engineer, like that. Okay, guys. So I'll share, like, let's see, on the basis of some resume, I'll share. Let's see, this guy is having around, I have one resume with me. This guy is having around 8+ years of experience in the market. Just a minute. See, so summary is very beautiful summary that this guy has written, that 8 years of experience in this and blah blah blah. Okay, so you don't tell exact lines. Okay, just explain in your words, but in proper words, and make sure that, okay, all the important keywords you are telling. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing about your project, that, okay, always don't mention in your resume, also don't write about 2 3 paragraphs that, okay, my project is having these kind of modules, these kind of pages. Don't write all these information, guys. These are totally irrelevant information. Nobody bothers about all these information. Just explain about what kind of roles and responsibilities you have in that particular project. Okay, so just say like that. Yeah, I'm having yeah, in this particular project, it's been around 2 years with this company, and I'm working as a senior automation QA engineer over there. But my major roles responsibility into automation, I would say 70 80% into automation, but we are doing 30 40% into manual testing also, and functional testing also, because I always prefer functional testing whenever it is required. Okay, I always respect functional testing and manual testing also. It's not like that we are doing 100% automation. This is the right perfect answer. Never say that 100% automation I'm doing. It shows your attitude that no, you don't want to do any manual testing or functional testing. And guys, I'm giving you guarantee, in the market there is no company, there is no project where people are not doing manual testing. Manual testing is equally important, but on top of that we have to do automation also. So never say that I'm doing 100% automation and I don't want to do manual testing, I just want to do 100% automation. No, this is the negative impression at the time of interview, guys. Never say like that. Okay, now the roles and responsibility part, that see, I'm taking all these things because, but all these things you have to cover in 5 to 7 10 minutes, that's it. Okay, the current roles, that, yeah, I'm involved into back-end automation as well as front-end automation. For front-end automation point of view, we are using Selenium WebDriver Grid with Java language binding. Don't say that I'm using we are using Eclipse. See, these are very small basic kiddish thing, that if you're saying I'm using Eclipse, obviously you're using Eclipse, right? For writing the documentation, I'm using Word document. It doesn't look good. You're using Word document, you're using Eclipse. Fine, obviously you're using Eclipse or maybe NetBeans or IntelliJ. Some, okay, specifically if they're asking, then only mention. Otherwise, don't say that, okay, we are using Eclipse for that. Why? Don't say Eclipse and these kind of things, guys. I'm using uh, PPT for creating the presentations and all. Don't say like this. Okay, so just say like that. Yes, these are the okay. Yeah. So I'm involved into front end automation as well as back end automation. For front end automation point of view, we are using Selenium WebDriver with Java language binding. If you are not aware about any other programming language, don't mention in your resume also. At the time of interview, strictly no. Don't say that Python, or just to make an impression that Python, Ruby, and JavaScript also you have mentioned. Don't mention, guys. They might ask question, and then if you are not giving answer, it's a very negative impression. Immediately they will reject you. Okay, just put all the honest, correct information about your profile. Okay, so front end automation point of view, I'm using Selenium WebDriver with, okay, Java language binding, and this is the latest version I'm using. I'm pretty much comfortable with Java, and pretty much comfortable with all the object oriented programming concept. Now see, I'm telling these words: object oriented programming concept, like inheritance, method overloading, method overriding, polymorphism, dynamic polymorphism, exception handling. So you are telling this guy, so please ask me the questions on these topics, and you have already prepared about these topics. So you have to tell. See, giving the interview, it's a very smart skill. You have to you have to tell those keywords so that interviewer can ask the question only on those things, only on those topics. So you have to tell that please ask me these questions. Okay, obviously don't use that please ask me these questions. Just tell, okay, just hint this guy that, okay, yes, I'm pretty much comfortable with these tools and technologies. Let's see, I'm pretty much comfortable with TestNG, so I'll focus on TestNG again and again, or JUnit or Cucumber or Selenium. Okay, I don't want to divert the topic to some other, some complex things or some complex topic. right? So at initial 5-10 minutes, guys, are very very important. It will decide what kind of questions are coming from the interviewer. Okay, 70-80% times it will work definitely, right? So you can explain that, okay, I'm pretty much comfortable with Java, with Selenium, either with the basics of Selenium as well as advanced Selenium. Pretty much comfortable with all the concepts of Selenium, either action classes, select classes, and all the locators and everything. Okay, and I'm also responsible for designing the framework. So now they will ask you, tell me about the framework. So you have to explain about the framework completely, properly, and everything that we have already discussed. Okay, here I'm not going to discuss about the framework, but how exactly you have to tell that, yeah, when I joined this company, you can say smartly answer you have to give that when I joined this company, only 10 to 20% framework things were there, and they specially hired me for the automation activities so that I took the challenge. Initially, no doubt, challenges were there, so I accepted that challenge, and then we gave a POC or demo to the management that, okay, this is the approach we are going to follow. And after that, we were part of the agile team, and then we were doing automation. And so far, we have achieved around 80 to 85% of the automation. Never say that, okay, we have done 100% automation or 95% automation we have done. Never say like that. Just say yes, 80 to 85% is the right answer, best answer. 80, 75, 80%, 85% out of 500 test cases, we have automated around 450 test cases, or 430, 400 test cases we have automated. Okay, so initially there were a lot of manual test cases were there, and we picked those manual test cases and converted them into automation. So that was my roles and responsibility. Apart from that, I was somewhere, if you want to show your backend automation skills, you can say like that. Also, I'm aware about, I was involved into backend automation activities also. We were using REST assured or HTTP client for REST APIs. We were having a lot of backend services, a lot of APIs are there. So we were responsible for those automation activities also, for backend activities, for backend services. This is the perfect answer, guys. Don't explain, don't waste your time on what exactly kind of modules are there in your project, what are the different pages are there in your project, what exactly the workflow of the application, that once you click on this button, then most of the people they say like that, no, I'm not bothered about it, I don't want to listen those things. Why when you click on this button and new page is coming and this thing is happening, and this is when they are wasting 10 to 15 minutes and interview is over, right? Telephonic interviews only for half an hour, or maybe face-to-face interview 1 hour or 45 minutes. Just justify your experience properly, like that, right? Okay, so one important thing is that sometimes that, okay, previous projects, about your previous projects, like what are different projects now. Most of the things you have already explained, right? Most of the things you have already explained, your technical summary, your experience, your current roles and responsibilities, and your tools and technologies knowledge also you have already explained, and you have already shared. Now if you say that, okay, okay, tell me about this particular project, let's see, maybe they will tell you, okay, tell me about this particular Morgan Stanley, what exactly you were doing. Okay, so obviously Morgan Stanley, maybe it's not your current project, maybe it's your second last project, or maybe your second project or third project, and currently you are in your fifth company. So don't say that, okay, exact kind of things you were doing in Morgan Stanley also 2 years or 3 years back. Okay, do some smart work in this thing. So that time you can say that, yes, I was around 2 years or 3 years experienced guy. So I was working with the with under automation team, and I was reporting to my automation team lead or automation manager or QA manager, where I was responsible for the automation as well as manual testing. Okay, don't say that, okay, immediately after 2 years and 1 year experience I was doing automation. No, no one can do that. Okay, until unless you are amazing experience in automation. Even I never did that, such kind of things. Okay, so see, interview is not about automation. Interview is all about the complete end-to-end stack of QA: manual, automation, performance, backend, DevOps, CI, combination of all the things. Okay, but somewhere automation weightage is more, obviously, but don't forget about other things also, like designing the test cases and all those stuff. Okay, I have seen a lot of people, they show that attitude, no, I don't want to do any manual testing, any manual work, I don't want to do that. Boss, if you are not doing any manual testing, how can you automate the things? You cannot do that, right? So guys, this is the most important thing at the time of interview. Okay, about your first project. Okay, how exactly you started your career. Okay, so in my first project, let's say I was working with Reliance Communication, okay, whatever the XYZ company, and then at that time I was just a fresher. So I was getting some training on programming and Java and all those stuff. Just mention that it's not like from the first day of your career you were totally into manual testing. You got the training in Java. Just say like that. I got training in Java and database and SQLs and the QA skills and the software engineering concepts and everything. And then I was involved into this particular project. It was my campus placement or maybe whatever, okay, like that. And then I was designing the test cases and manual test cases and all those things. See, this guy has already written all these things, right? He never mentioned anything about automation in the first project itself. So this is a very good resume, right? You can mention like that. Okay, so this is the thing. Now now they will ask you that, okay, what exactly your expectation. See, I'm just covering in this tutorial the first part and the last part. In between, whatever things that so many interview questions will be there that we are covering in part 1, part 2, and part 3, technical questions. But here I'm not covering any technical questions. I'm covering all your behavioral skills, how exactly you have to behave at the time of interview, first 5-10 minutes and last 5-10 minutes. Most important thing, guys. You can, okay, change the direction of the interview completely with these skills. Okay. Okay, now the last thing, okay, so and always whenever you are giving answer, and okay, don't interrupt interviewer. If interviewer is asking something and if he is stopping you and if he is interrupting you, okay, just say this, okay, okay, yeah, please go ahead, I'm sorry, okay, yeah, please go ahead. If you're not able to hear anything properly, maybe the client from US or maybe some different country people are calling you, maybe due to accent problem or something like that, you're not able to understand, okay, what exactly they are saying. So please tell, sorry, could you please repeat the question again? And always keep smiling, guys. Show your attitude that, okay, yes, you are not very much formal and you are not nervous. Okay, just smile and then, okay, like that. And the last thing they will ask you that, okay, okay, fine. So why do you want to join? Let's say 8 years experience or 9 years experience guy. Okay, let's cover with what exactly 8 year experience guy should say. After 8 years, obviously, I don't want that. Okay, I just want to work with the same thing, Selenium and blah blah blah, and these common things. Now I have to see the next what exactly I'm going to do in next 2-3 years. So right. So in that case, what exactly you have to tell that? Yeah, in next 2-3 years, I'm looking for a company where I can get such kind of environment that I can learn new things. I can implement the new. I can implement whatever I have learned so far throughout my career. I can mentor a team. Okay, I can lead a team, or as an individual contributor also, I can perform some amazing stuff that in terms of automation that so that we can leverage our automation, okay, so that we can save our resources and cost and everything. So that shows your maturity. Now, if I'm 4 or 5 years or 6 year experienced guy, then say that, okay, yes, still there are a couple of things that I want to learn, okay, and I have that learning attitude. I'm a very quick learner. I'm a very hard worker guy, so that I'm looking for a company and looking for a kind of team where I can learn the things. Don't show that, okay, that yes, see, I'm the king in automation, I know everything, then your automation engineers, they are doing nothing. Let me come and then I'll teach them. No. With 5 years experience guy, you should never show this attitude, guys. Okay. Always say that, okay, yes, I'm looking for to learn something new. Whatever the things I have in my pocket, I want to share my knowledge. And sharing the knowledge is the most important thing, guys. Don't show that, okay, you don't want to share the knowledge, and whatever the knowledge you have, you just want to, okay, you don't want to share with anyone. Okay. Show such kind of things at the time of, at the end of the interview. Okay. Now the question will be that, okay, that okay, so okay, this is our project is all about and this is what we are looking for. So are you sure that, okay, how much comfortable with you are with this position? Just say that, okay, yes, no doubt, it's very challenging and this is the exact thing I'm looking for. This is the kind of environment and this is kind of the skills I'm looking for, and the similar kind of things I have in my pocket also, in my portfolio also. And if I join your team and join your company, definitely, okay, definitely, it will be a great value addition in my profile also. Okay, like that you can say. And always appreciate that if someone, let's say, automation engineer is taking your interview or automation lead guy, if he has suggested something, don't argue with them. Okay, just do a positive discussion. Don't Don't argue that, okay, no, 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 you are wrong, this is totally wrong, how can you do that? No, don't say like that. Don't hurt someone's ego. Okay, because in an interviewer, if you are more intelligent than your interviewer, then obviously they will reject you, their ego will get hurt. Especially in India, it happens like that. Okay, so don't say like that. Just say that, okay, yes, I totally appreciate, and it's really impressive that, okay, you are doing something amazing in your company. Like, say like that. And I really want to learn something from you. Okay, so appreciate that guy, appreciate your interviewer. Okay, that impacts a lot. It shows that, okay, yes, this guy is perfectly fit for my team, and he can work under me, he can work with me. Show like that. I've seen a lot of people, they show that attitude that, okay, no boss, you don't know any, you don't do anything, you don't know anything, whatever I know, you don't know. That's a problem. Okay, so these things matters a lot, these things really matter a lot, guys. Okay, now they will ask you that, okay, uh, so yeah, so we were discussing about, so why do you want to join this company? So I want to join because so that I can learn something from you, and I think you are doing some amazing things over there, and definitely I would like to be a part of the team, so that even I can learn these things, and we both work together, and then we can both improve the things, and then we can achieve the target on time. Okay, and sometimes the people will ask, with if you are a senior, let's say 7 8 years or 6 years experience guy, so let's say we have 2 years or 1 year of freshers are there, they are into manual testing, are you comfortable to teach them, are you comfortable to mentor them? Yes, definitely, I would love to. And you can give some previous examples that, yes, that in my previous companies also, I was always famous, to share the knowledge. And I'm very good in teaching the skills, and I mean, teaching the knowledge and sharing the knowledge with my juniors. And it doesn't matter if they are aware about something new, and they are 1 year experienced guy and I'm 80 experienced guy. So it doesn't matter if I'm learning something, if I'm learning something from these juniors, definitely most welcome. So I don't believe, I don't have such attitude that no, he's my junior or she is my junior. How can they teach me? Never say like that. I mean, right? Never say that. Okay, no, I mean, they cannot teach me. Don't say like that. Always believe knowledge sharing part. So it shows your attitude here. Yes, this guy is so much passionate about these things. And one more thing, guys, the most important thing these days, most of the interviewers, they are asking that, okay, how do you update yourself with the latest tools and technologies? What are your hobbies? Don't say that, okay, yeah, obviously I love traveling, listening music and all those stuff, but say that more towards technical role also. You can say technically, you can say that, okay, technical hobbies, that yeah, I follow a lot of YouTube channels, blogs, okay, a lot of Git repositories I follow, and a lot of new tools and technologies are there in the market. So I read a lot of technical blogs, Selenium blogs, and automation blogs, and technology blogs, like that. Okay, so it shows that, okay, yes, this guy is up to date with the market. What are different things are there in the market, and this guy is totally aware about it. And anything, let's see, after 2 years or 1 year, if new things are coming into the picture, so this guy can introduce these new things within the team. Okay, so you have to show these skills, guys. Don't be blank. Don't say that, okay, okay, yeah, I just want to join because my manager is not good in my current company, and I want to switch because I'm not getting any good work here. Don't say these negative things. Okay, now the last thing that, uh, okay, last thing, oh, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, so last thing is that um, what is a guarantee that you will join us? Okay, these days people are asking that, okay, what is the guarantee that, okay, you are going to join us? Okay, so obviously say that, okay, see now guys, it's totally is up to you. Okay, I don't want to be biased in that case. It's totally up to you. But to get the offer, this is a very good trick that, okay, so see, this is the what I'm only applying only for those companies which are in my, okay, in my list. So your company is one of one of the companies which is in my list, and then I think by seeing by with the experience with this particular interview, I can see that, okay, there are so much learning and there are amazing learning with you guys and with you and with your team. But definitely, I would like to join you. Okay, something like that, and some interesting work we can do together. Otherwise, most of the company, they are doing the same stuff. All the existing frameworks and all the existing things are there. Okay, so explain like that. Be smart. Okay, and divert your interviewer, okay, towards only those topics which you want to give the answer for that. Okay, So let's see, TestNG, Selenium, uh, in Java also. So you can divert that. Okay, yes, I most of the Java topics I aware about that, object oriented and method overloading, method overriding, polymorphism, string manipulations, and all those stuff. So obviously you have given these 4 or 5 topics to this guy, and obviously there are high chances, high probability is there that okay, this guy will ask questions on these topics, and you are already prepared about this, obviously. And you have, let's see, 5 questions he's asking, and he spent around 15 minutes. So your 15 minutes are gone, first of all, in a positive way, and you have given all those answers in for all those answers for 5 questions properly, right? This is the way we have to crack the interview, right, guys? Okay, so obviously I'll be covering some other interview tricks also, that how to explain about the technical other things and all. Like, this is just the soft skills. Don't explain about your project. Explain about yourself is the most important thing. You have to explain about your experience summary. 8 years, 7 years, 5 years experience guy, or fresher, or 2 years experience guy. For freshers also, 2 years, 3 years experience guy. Okay, that yes, this is what I'm doing. Okay, don't say too much that okay, with 2 years you are doing so many things. But if I ask question, then you are not aware about it, then you are gone. Okay, and whatever you are writing in your resume, write the honest things, guys. Write the honest points, write the exact correct things. Okay, don't write any other unnecessary things if you are not aware about it, just to get the calls. Don't do like that. Okay, I'll prepare some videos at how to get the calls. Okay, how to prepare your LinkedIn profile. These days LinkedIn matters a lot. You have to make sure that okay, LinkedIn profile is good. So how to prepare your resume, how to prepare your LinkedIn profile, and all those stuff, that okay, I'll be covering in the next video. Okay, guys, so this is just like quickly, just I just want to share with you guys. So please practice with these things, and let me know if you have any issue. And if you want that, if you want I mean about the experience summary, and tell me about yourself and everything, I can write a note for you guys, I can provide you guys. So if you really want this, please tell me in your in the description of the video, and I'll provide accordingly. Okay, I'll share the notes that how to explain what exactly the couple of lines that you have to add, what are different tools you have to tell. Okay, the exact proper word. Okay, and then accordingly you can manipulate according to your profile, and then according to your experience, and then you can explain at a time of interview. Okay, if you really want, please comment. Okay, and just let me know if you really want, I can share with you guys. Okay, so that's all for this thing. And if you really like this video, guys, please share with others, who people who are preparing for interviews and these things, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for that, guys. Thank you.